So there's something about RTS games and that's called the meta, and basically people keep playing the same thing over and over again. And I mean, like that, it's natural, right? Of course, when the sweats do that. But you know, but what if you want to have fun? What if you want to have fun? And I've been thinking about this question for a couple of days because I couldn't come up with anything to make a video about. And people have been asking me, Corn, where are your videos? Why don't you upload videos? Where are your videos? So like, yeah, well, I have one now. I have I have one now, and it's not something boring, all right? It's gonna be something that's quite a refresher. It basically the features the newly buffed Baltic Battalion and the Airborne Recay that I actually want to make a guide on. So I think it's necessary to go through the deck before I jump into the gameplay itself, because I personally think that this is actually a really unique deck. It's certainly not as good as like the actual meta decks itself, but this deck is pretty unique in the sense where it has all of the standoff infantry that Airborne has access to, and it still has a bit of like these two. And it still has a little bit of meat grinding capabilities for example, the Salukai, the Kaitsalit, and the SUV, although I never ended up using them because of the map I was playing on. So this is like infantry wise, it has a bit of everything, which is really nice if you happen to need if you like play a deck and you kind of lack something. I mean, you have flashbangs, you have like these thermobaric weapons, and then on top of that, you still have the AT4 infantry that are pretty important when your opponents are running you down. But my opponent wasn't, because he was playing standoff just like I was. We were trying to out engage, like overpower each other at range rather than just smoking everything up, inhaling that white phosphorus. Gotta get cancer early on and that kind of stuff. But anyways, um, tanks wise, you have the very mighty Leopard 2A8, and then still the Thunderbolts in the back to offer a bit of fire support with APS. So um, like it's pretty nice. The Thunderbolt, it has APS that can engage ATGMs at range, and the Leopard itself is a pretty good tank to deal with enemies, especially main battle tanks at closer ranges because of its heavy armor and actually pretty decent penetration and optics. So like these vehicles combined, maybe it's not the perfect combination. It is a bit lacking, but it's still fine, like as long as you know how to use them. And then for the support tab, you have some really impressive, I mean, two of the best artillery pieces, maybe not the best, but like most cost-efficient ones, the K9 Co and the Brutus. I only use like the laser-guided munitions on the Co because ultimately, like this patch, since they kind of nerfed artillery pieces, and the map was also a bit more on the, like there were a bunch of buildings, so I could kind of just, I didn't really need MLRS. So this deck kind of doesn't lacks MLRS, but that's also, I mean, it doesn't have any, right? So you kind of I only use this deck when I'm playing a map where there aren't a lot of tree lines or that kind of stuff. Sure, it's still like MLRS is still good in like urban fights in some scenario, in most scenarios actually, but since I don't have it, I only have these. I mean, I'm just gonna use whatever I got, right? So uh, there's actually like the difference between these two. The reason why I use laser guided on the Co and not the Brutus is because I mean, ultimately, like you're gonna run out of the Excalibur rounds eventually, and still this one has more range, and so like you will spend time because now the resupply times are much longer. You will spend time resupplying. So if I'm on a resupply point and I have multiple munitions types, I actually resupply all three at the same time and not just one. So for me, it would be preferred to have the Brutus with only one shell type on a shorter cooldown, and the Co, which has three ammo types. I mean, I could have like, I mean, I never use a smoke, so let's just say both I mean, the guided and the unguided ones. I mean, like 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 it's good, like if I can resupply both of these at the same time, it's much more worth a buck. And the Brutus is also pretty cheap. Like it didn't get the price nerf this patch, so it's still pretty decent. And then I have some pretty short ranged like SAMs, and also the Avenger, which helps me on, like, I think it's the perfect vehicle in Shorad for like flanks like these, because you have a bunch of roads and you actually get to use, like, you actually need these vehicles to help you like catch up with your army, to quickly rotate rather than using the Nasums, which, yes, on paper it two-shots any helicopter, but you kind of need to like slow down to set it up and then turn the radar on, which gives your opponent way too much time to react. And it's also very fragile. It doesn't have a smoke, and yeah, and it's also like less survivable. So that's why I chose the Avenger, even though it does not have a radar. That being said, it is a bit on the weaker end when it comes to intercepting nukes, so good luck when that happens. I mean, there's not much I can do about that, am I right? I mean, if he nukes me, he nukes me, but because this deck is not a blobby deck, I mean, I don't have to blob. I just spread my infantry out. I attack from like different angles. Wherever he nukes, I'm still going to have infantry on the field, so that's also okay, even if I get nuked. For the Helis have an air tab, it's a bit more focused. I don't rely on, me personally, I don't rely on Hellfires or Jagums that much. So you can see that I actually use I'm trying to experiment with the guided rockets as more like a fire support role, but you haven't used this in the match. The longbow itself is also a pretty good option, but I just use this in case something goes really wrong for me. And I'd rather just use the Kiowa and also for like Shorad, and then also the Chinook for transporting supplies and infantry to the front, but normally I would just use the Blackhawk for like smaller payloads anyways. Last but not least, the air tab. I'm just using a more safer approach, Sex Eagles, and then like 2 ASF that are not too expensive, and that's good because I know that people like air spamming, but on the other hand, if I can actually just use these as fire supports and actually just blow up a couple high rises, as you see later this match, this actually plays a much more important role than actually using the planes to bomb targets itself, to block line of sight vision, and also the angles where you can fire those ATGMs. So it's actually quite an important plane, in my opinion. Also, the seat is nice. So I'm gonna get into the video before I mention one last thing, and that is the combination of using the new airborne Rike. I actually use them along with the kites of it, and this is a 9-man team. So I mean, like these two infantry squads, I mean they're 9-man in total. So I could put them inside a Vilka or a like one of these XA-180s or the M113s or the ISB, but I don't use ISBs. They don't have smoke. So this is totally optional, up to you. Like this is more armor, which is actually pretty nice, but this one's faster and it gets you off the road quicker. So I think XA-180 was a bit better this match for me, but in forests and that kind of stuff, this one is better. So, but regardless, like the reason why I think these two are a good combination is because the NGSW has the Moz for AT, even though it's not a lot. It has somewhat decent like anti-infantry, standoff, pretty nice. And then if someone tries to push you up close, then you have the Moz that start to shoot from far away, and then the kites on it to engage the infantry that pop out. So pretty nice, even though both infantry squads are very, very fragile. So you kind of need to keep them close to their transports, but then you can quickly heal them up as long as you don't get engaged on. So yeah, one more thing is that when I tried playing this match, I'm just gonna jump to like the replay itself already, but I'm gonna keep yapping. Is that something that's nice about these standoff infantry is that you can always use buildings to your advantage. You never need to push close to engage your opponents, and therefore your units have a better chance of surviving any engagement. You don't get caught in like bad spots because you push too far, that kind of stuff. So this is mainly why I never ended up using the SUV, the Zalukai, or the Mechanized Kajiniki, just because they're more like, they have like shorter range and that kind of stuff, and because of how the map looked like. So yeah, guys, I think that's it for like a quick rundown of this deck, like Baltic Airborne, which is, pretty nice in my opinion. If you don't want to play something that's just boring and that's like Baltic Marines that is currently meta, Striker Marine, that kind of stuff, yeah, like definitely try this deck out. I think it's a really interesting deck that people find it underrated. Maybe there are some other boys out there that do like this deck. I mean, I applaud you for for being based in that kind of stuff. But I forgot this. But anyways, if you want to try this deck out, I'll probably upload it to my Discord channel. So I mean my server. So feel free to come in and take it. And let me know down in the comments if you want me to try anything. I know someone told me to try armored, not armored, airborne like Marines, but I'm really not a big fan of the deck. I don't like it. It doesn't have the IVs. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you enjoy the replay, and okay. And then eventually follow up with like, the maybe something like this, but he might, like, the thing is, I don't really know if my opponent's gonna rush me, so I'll just buy another Kiowa in the meantime. Just to spawn my opponent's deployment early on. I think it would also be decent if I could infiltrate right side early on, so what I would do is probably use this, grab a KNT squad and just, well, just get going, you know, like, and this is just gonna be here, like, this Kyle is just gonna be able to spot my opponent's early deployment. I know that they probably are going to start off with a couple fighters. Oops, I'm losing frames already. And eventually I need to buy tanks. Probably quickly buy. Oh, okay, losing a lot of frames here. Okay, so that's their SU, 35. I'm gonna keep this guy at base. It's 9 kilometer? Okay, I mean, sure, buddy. Is he still firing at me? Oh, he's firing at my teammate. Okay, well, I guess I can go in a little bit. But he's running away again. Maybe if you get a good hit, that would be nice. Yes, okay, now we have him tagged on. There's not much you can do. He's gonna keep running away. Oh, that's still a trade? I mean, I missed my first salvo completely. That is crazy, though. I'll quickly evacuate this guy, because this is where... Okay, a bunch of BTRs. And he dies, of course, so it's not really the best trade I could have gotten. Probably need to start using something like the CV90, although I do personally prefer the Vilkas here in this situation. That's a mistake. Okay, I guess I don't need this anymore. Hide these guys here. Kind of a mistake, a really big mistake at that, really. I'll just quickly cheese some points. I think we're both trying to do the same thing, drop these infantry in buildings. This guy has guard modal, so I'm gonna be expecting, yeah, something like that, you know, a bunch of annoying ATGMs that I'll need to buy some things eventually. Yeah, like if you don't pay attention, I think I need a mortars, but like not now, I suppose. I mean, I could actually, it would be better if I just saved up for a sec sequence and just start yoinking them. Not sure if I can shoot that BTR, but maybe from this building we can do it. Okay, get into here. Okay, run away. We're doing great. Gonna quickly take this cap and walk back home eventually. What happened to my infantry, by the way? Oh, they're still inside here. There's something inside here, so I still need to watch out for it. Okay, get 2 taps off. Still saving for my sex eagle. There we have it. Quickly drop the supply somewhere safe. It's definitely not somewhere safe. Okay, gonna use 3 of my cruise missiles to deal with that. Go low altitude. Okay, deal with that. I know his stuff are gonna be alive, but as long as I keep destroying these buildings, he should not be able to need to buy my mortar eventually. Okay, get rid of this. That's nice. Get closer. Keep poking away at him. Oh. Wrong building. Alright, let's get some airborne inbound. Get this guy back to base. Set some more recon over there on the right hand side. Okay, we found his recon. That's nice. Denying him his recon is something that's really important. Where's my... Oh, there it is. I was like wondering. Okay, so I think that's the idea for now. This guy's using a bunch of, Okay, also don't have anything for this. Wow, that is unlucky. I think the kite is just gonna sit there for now. Not much I can do about it. But let's say I'll just keep saving up, you know. It's nothing biggie. Not much of a biggie, I mean. I do definitely need to buy a Brutus eventually. What is this? Oh, that is fantastic, honestly. I did kind of need that. That guy, but eventually by my second sex eco to keep denying his buildings. No, we should be good. Okay, bait that out. Come back again. Buy, just keep on buying these really cheap kitelets, and I think that would be fine for us. I should have, like, you know. Okay, turns out he does not have APS. Drop some units here. Supplies are right here. So he's still doing it all the time. I mean, if I keep destroying these buildings, there's nothing he can do. This guy only runs ATGMs. Not a lot of skill involved, let's be honest here. Okay, he's moving his stuff. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Going with a bit of seed. Let's see what happens. No, nothing. Oh, he does actually intercept it. 1. Unfortunate, but we are destroying these buildings, so let me just keep on buying some Marty, you know. Definitely help my teammates out here. I wish I had range for that, really. Okay, so we do have some stings inbound, coming inbound. Something around here, something over there. Oop, I can't see anything. I need this on my... Okay, 2 is for... What's this? Okay. Get this guy in the bush. I missed my first shot, that is very unlucky. Okay, a bit unlucky here, but... Keep buying some more supplies. I think I should beat this guy one-on-one, so let's just... Oh, I definitely could try to smoke this part of the map. I'm already almost out of bullets, too. But forcing this guy to, like, basically stretch out his units, it's something that I think he definitely doesn't want to do. He is technically 1v2 on our side of the map, so... Lace wide. I haven't got no lace, brother. But what I can do right now is just quickly poke these bad boys. Actually, I might need another couple of these XA 180s, and then I eventually need to grab my own. Ah, okay, so there's definitely some stuff around there still. Just 80 gems, nothing really that impressive. He's gonna hide here, so you can't really, maybe keep poking at him, that'd be cool. I don't really get it. Unlucky desync. Poking up my recon. Oh, nope. Just not happening, I guess. Okay, so this is a safe spot. Try to poke that again. Buy more coals, that'd be nice. Poke around with this KNT, need to buy some airborne Rike as well eventually. Alright, so let's start poking over here. I'm actually surprised because this guy's not air spamming me at all. That's a T-15? I mean, that do be crazy. Okay, well, I guess it's time to go back and resupply again. Scoot is working out well for us. Ah, that is unluck. Try to get rid of this guy, really. Where's my co? There we go. I think honestly maybe using the CB90 would be even better option here. Kind of range, huh? Okay, got rid of that. Keep poking these guys, you know, I think I'm pretty confident I can beat them. Get on my first leopard, no more APS on this vehicle, so... Put this guy. Okay, very nice. Keep putting on the pressure. It's a lot of tanks inside there. Maybe I should get Guardian, but I'm not really sure what these guys are up to, so... Put these guys back in the forest, move this supply up. Okay, shoot the Armada as well. These guys on hold fire. I'm just missing every shot, unluck. He's not shooting back, but maybe I get this shot off. Oh, he's like one shot away. Oh, maybe I keep trying. No line of sight, unfortunately. Yes, he does smoke up, so... Quickly resupply this, move my airborne Rike up. Definitely need my mortar. Where's my mortar? Almost had him there. Ah, so there are his supplies. Definitely need to smoke here. And I get desynced. Unlock. That's a good one. And you get some good hits. Co-destroyed. Maybe I killed myself there. Not sure what's going on. Oh, what the f— okay, that is just unluck. I thought I smoked there. Unluck. Lost a bit too many units here. I'm just gonna keep smoking that side of the map. buildings are quite annoying, I'll be honest. Send another XA-180 inside. I think it would be nice if I could actually, oh wow. Send these guys over there. Need a bit of a spite, you know. It's not much, but okay, this should be enough to destroy the last of those buildings. Wait, what am I doing? I still need to use the seed missiles, hello? I guess that's say goodbye to those buildings. There's a draws D, so... Oh, what is it? I almost threw that plane away. Pretty sure they're inside this building, so chuck this guy down. Need another Thunderbolt, and I need him quick, so not being 100% HP is perfectly fine. Okay, at least we got a tank. This guy somehow missed. That's very nice. Should be able to win this fight. As long as I'm in the bush, I should be able to win the fight. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's got something in here. Okay, not much you can do about my Thunderbolt there, so let's just smoke this area that previously had another very annoying unit. Ah, so that's the thing that's been spawning me this whole time. Yes, get the cornet. I'm gonna move this guy back from behind, oh, okay, so we know where that is. Let's blast that. Okay, get rid of almost everything. I actually don't have a SAM up. Okay, barely out of range. Get my shard into position. Hello? How do you do? Give her the cornet, why not? I can... Oh, never mind, he's dead, okay. Okay, I'm in his base now. Maybe counter nuke? What are you guys talking about? Okay, you can probably give her this bad boy. I'm missing everything. He's also missing everything. Alright, let's kill this recon on spawn, you say? I'm out of bulking. Ah, GG. Oh, it was a good try. It was a good run. It's a pretty big bomba, if you ask me. That probably buy another one. Oh my, this is such a big. Yeah. Oh, sorry for the Discord ping, by the way. There's another thing in here. Alright, let's take care of that. I need to turn off my Discord. Oh, no, it's muted for you. That's good. What's that? Yeah, there's so much ATGM. This guy only uses ATGM. He's Spetsnaz Guru, yet he never uses it. I'm just gonna sneak my KNT in here and see what I spot, actually. There's not much you can do about it. Maybe not yet. Okay, that's not nice. I need another one. Okay, I'm getting flanked at a very unreasonable time. I do have a Kiowa here that can help me deal with this. Gonna hide my KNT right there. And he has a Sosna right in my face. It's very nice. Oh, it's his Sosna right there this whole time. That is crazy though, if you think about it. Alright, time to call out the Sex Eagle. I bet there's something behind here. No, he ran out of the position. No. And he spotted. Fuck. GG. It was a good run. Unlock. How did he spot everything? Unlucky. Yeah, definitely need something that can actually deal with tanks, but unfortunately for me... What the fuck's that? Holy, look at this. Definitely supplies there. Okay, let's get another Rike up. Definitely need to buy even more supplies since I'm broke. Let's see what if I do if I start poking at it, you know? Panic. I'll save that for next time. So that's where my supplies were. I was like wondering, did you just do that? That is crazy though. At least you killed the plane, I guess. Okay, doing a pretty good job second phase. Still one more phase to go, but I'm trying to snipe this guy's supplies, but I just can't seem to get it. Another T-80. T-14, I mean, he's his recon here. I don't know where he's getting his, like... unlock. Turned out there was a phantom in the back. Alright, so... think I can 1v1 him? I bet I can. He still spots this. Very interesting. Oh, I finally got what he had in his back. Fine. Finally. Oh, okay. Thank God that thing is like not terminal guidance. Code destroyed. Ah, he had that. Okay, unlock. Well, I'll just buy a new one. What are you gonna do about it? Disable all my weapons so I can literally heal in his face. Let's fire again. I think I lost my CV90 as well. Unlock. Okay, get rid of that. Trade is always good, no? Like, it's a trade. Okay, it's trying to get rid of me now. Okay, hello. Just keep poking at his, this guy doesn't really have CQC, I'm just gonna play his game, you know? There goes all of his APs. I'm not even using javelins, by the way. Oh, even more damage? You gonna run away? Huh? You gonna run away? Or do you have no more smokes? Bye-bye! Aye, there he goes. Definitely need to find a way to figure out where exactly his recon is, because I've been pretty much playing the blind this whole time. My eyes closed or something like that. Like, this is gonna be no, it's not actually for me. Okay. I'll take it. Rare W. Send this guy back home. Start poking from right. Alright, I'm out of points though. I need points. Where are my Brutuses? Yeah, let's get out of here though. It's not too friendly. Get rid of these buildings, start shooting at them. That's 2 units! Oh, that's fantastic. Be firing on the move. It's 1 down. Very nice. Actually, it would have been nice if I actually used the K&T to swim across the world you see here, like across the right hand side, but I kind of forgot about it. Let's try it now. Okay, more damage. More Michelle and he's done for. Too bad I get panicked. Okay, it's 1 gone. Oh, here it comes. Unlock. Yeah, like this guy is just cheating me with that every time I try to push it. But then it's good enough for distraction. You can't use it anywhere else, and we get the win. Hey! Well, probably not the best, like, let's say, results out there, but I know I've been yapping a lot. But overall, I feel like this is a pretty good match, or like displaying how you deal with a bunch of ATGMs under pressure, slowly push into your opponents. I even got this plane. It definitely paid for itself. It turns out that my biggest weakness was actually not paying too much attention to my arty. I think, did I blow myself up, or was it his? I think it was his tornado that was just actually doing a lot of damage. Yeah, like here. But actually, the rest were pretty fine. You know, the Phantom, even though on paper it counters killer eggs, it's incapable of dealing with Kiowas, which actually have armor in BCM. The SSO turned out to be pretty annoying, yeah, but like who gives, well, what gives, right? Just keep on RD and make sure that, the idea is that to make sure that he's resupplying more often than not, so I can shut him down. The Solzhenitsyn was kind of like, okay, well he's there, I guess I just don't rush him. That's fine. I could never figure out where, yeah, I keep losing my artillery for no reason, but pretty much all of my losses are just really cheap units. Like, look here. Like, the most expensive one is probably my Eagle, my Ko, and my Leopard. Okay, they are expensive, but like, all of my other losses are just, you know, Airborne NGSW, Kaitzelitz, needs a lot, and also the XA-180, which has literally no armor, so it would have been nice if I had the M113, but I think it's fine, it's still good, like, it's still fast, especially on these roads, it's much more maneuverable, so it definitely did help me dodge a couple ATGMs over there. And I think that should be it. I didn't really kill anything with my Sex Eagles, but what I really wanted to achieve with those cruise missiles was to just destroy the buildings in the back, so that he wouldn't have really good line of sight to just keep firing on, and I would also be able to smoke other positions with the help of my mortar, Panzermose. Mose, I don't know how to pronounce it. So yeah, that should be it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed my yapping. I know I kind of got sidetracked later on, but anyways, thank you everyone for watching until the very end, along with the channel supporters, and my name is Korn, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, bye bye.